What's up, guys? How we doing? I'm back with the Washougal kind of wrap up. We'll just talk about some of the stuff that happened. First off, I just want to thank you guys. This channel is growing up. You guys are subscribing, you're commenting. We're blowing up, guys. Absolutely love it. So thank you. I'm not going to say, hey, go subscribe. No, thank you guys. You guys are absolutely making this thing next level, and I super appreciate it. I'll be doing this full time before we know it, guys. So anyway, let's get into this.
I'm in the empire business.
Everybody love everybody!
You all know exactly who I am.
All right, guys, this 450 race at Washougal was one for the ages. And honestly, it's a crime that this TV package sucks so bad when we're having one of the best seasons. Like, we're literally having an all-time season here, and not everybody gets to see it. I mean, these motos, these efforts that Eli Tomac and Chase Sexton are putting in are superhuman. And the way in that first moto where Eli crashes, Chase runs into him, then it's like a pickup pass. Who can get up first? Chase gets up first, Eli falls back over. Then Chase's bike won't start. And how ironic was it? They both started at the same time, and literally nobody even caught them. They're so far ahead of everybody else, it wasn't even close. You can't script this stuff. If you put this in the movie Motocross, the movie or something, we'd be like, nah, that never happened. That's ridiculous. Third place would be there. Like, plus, what pros just tip over and then fall back over, and the bike would fire? Like, we'd have so many things. We'd be like, you can't script it. It's the way it is. So, sorry, I'm a little wobbly. My knees still having issues with that knee replacement. But first time Chase finally closed out the deal straight up on Eli. I can't remember the last time Eli got beat straight up. It happened. I mean, Chase has been close. He's had him on the ropes. And I'm not talking about Eli when he's having his off days. I'm talking about beast mode. He just handled beast mode Eli. I don't know that I've ever seen beast mode Eli lose. I was trying to think, and I really don't recall. I'm sure there's probably a time, and you guys will probably remind me of that, but I don't remember. I did notice after that first moto, when they put the camera on Eli, he looked physically and mentally drained. Like he had just been through it all out there. And like I said, I don't think anyone else has pushed him this hard. So, and then Anderson in third looks a little frustrated. I would be frustrated too if you're supposed to be one of the guys and you're kind of getting handled by these two. I mean, these two are literally in a class of their own. It's like two pros with a bunch of amateurs, and that's not to put everyone else down. It's to show you that they're going to a superhuman level. They're taking chances. They're pushing. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The whole time I'm on the edge of my seat. Dungey, what a heartbreaker. I was so gutted for Ryan Dungey. He got a great start that first moto. He was right there with Chase and Eli. He was going to kind of catch toe, and I think he was easy for third. Then he would have got a good starting position. I do believe, had he not had the electronic failure, he would have ended up on the podium. So, yeah, it's a bummer. I hate when you go into, I got my notes here on my iPad, and it logs out because I let the battery go low, and it's on battery save, so I have to keep hitting it. But yeah, Dungey, gosh, that was a hard one for him. Roxon, he rides his track good. He hung in there. He's still fighting, and that's the difference between years before. Years before, I felt like he just laid over. I feel like he's giving what he has, and he just doesn't have that much in the tank right now, but he's giving everything he does have. So I'm absolutely okay with that. Sure was fun watching Christian Craig and Justin Barcia literally fight tooth and nail over the designations position, because that's what they're fighting for. I mean, these guys are back there trying to kill each other for 8th and 9th because they know everyone's watching that battle, and they both want to be on the 250. Barcia's already tested it. They said they've got a bike ready, which obviously it's Star Yamaha. Of course they have a 250 ready to go for him. I mean, he rode one in Supercross. But I don't know. Yeah, Joey Savaii. So I am so happy. So after practice, I literally thought he tore his ACL again. I saw the look on his face and the way the people around him had these sad faces. I was like, oh dear Lord. But to see him find out it was only an ankle, and he's got hip and ankle injuries, which is very common. When you have a knee or ACL injury, the joints surrounding the injured one take more pressure. So rushing back from that makes all the sense in the world that he's having ankle and hip problems, and he will. He's going to have to do some pretty good rehab in the offseason to kind of balance himself out. But thank God he didn't tear that ACL again. An ankle injury, it's not good. I mean, you don't want that. But at least he can heal. He's riding through it. So good on Savaii. And then the big man, Benny Bloss. We had a Benny Bloss sighting. Okay, just so you guys know, I'm partial to all the tall guys. I don't know if you've noticed or not, I'm a little bit taller. I'm 6'4". And when I see the big man out there battling with these little jockey type guys, I get excited, you know. He's my people. He's riding the BBMX, which I don't know how much that's actually related to the former Butler brothers, but either way, I don't care. I'm stoked for Benny Bloss, and I hope he does better. Like I said, big man moto, go for it. All right, guys. Before we get into the 250s, we do have a couple partners that are joining the show, and I'm trying to figure out ways to not necessarily just add advertising, but add people who can add benefit to your guys' lives. Epic Garage Designs. If you want to build this badass garage, they can ship all over the country right now. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to ship throughout the world here pretty soon. They're working on some stuff. Travis and Jessica got a lot going on. Check out their website, epicgaragedesigns.com. And if you have a UTV or ATV and you want to know, are you doing any rock crawling or anything like that, check out Revolution Offroad. That's revolutionor.com. The guys over there, Sterling and Scott, they live in, you know, southern Utah. Every weekend, these guys aren't just people who work in the business. They're out there testing this machinery, rolling it. They're a good follow on Instagram too. So, but anyway, all right, guys, let's get into the 250s. Jett, it's literally his world. Everybody else is just living in it. It doesn't matter how it plays out. If he's sick, he still wins. It's not his track. He doesn't like Washougal, still wins. I mean, really, like, it's one of those years it just happens. Yes, he's good. Yes, he can put pressure on them. Even on a bad day, he's right there putting pressure. It's still, his bad day is kind of equal to everyone else's best day, which that's a tough combo when you're going against that. Justin Cooper, in that second moto, he said, uh-oh, you guys forgot about me for the Des Nations. Yeah, I'm going to go out here and win. I'm already on a 250. Yet you guys want to put an 8th and 9th place 450 guy on there when I'm out here winning in the 250 class? My boy Chuck's son did an interview and said the exact same thing, and I gotta lie. I'm not gonna lie, I was cracking up. I love Chuck's son. He's one of my favorite people in the industry. I know him very well. He spends a lot of time in Vegas. We've ridden together, hung out together. When they handed him the mic and let him talk, I was like, oh dear Lord. One thing, if you guys know Chuck likes to talk. I was like, they're not gonna get him to stop. How's JT gonna cut him off? It was pretty funny, but Chuck did an amazing job. Chuck looked with it. But yeah, he's awesome. Hunter. Oh, Hunter's going to need some serious therapy after this season. Like, he's going to have PTSD for as many races as he's kind of given away or had taken away from him. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say. He's got to be frustrated. Joe Schmoda. Joe is proving he is no joke. He is a guy who's going to be there. And when Jett moves out, guess who's going to be right there in the mix for this title, wins? Like, Joe Schmoda is quickly proving he will be a guy and is a guy. Max Voland quietly got a 5th place. I told you guys he'd be good up here, but all season he's been good. I mean, he got that 4th in the moto at Millville. Like, Max Voland is finally coming into his own. He's doing really well, and yeah, he's crushing it. Seth Hammaker, I told you guys he would do well. He's very good on West Coast tracks, even though he's an East Coast guy. With what he's building off of out here in outdoors, he's going to be really good in Supercross. That's his specialty. But when Jett moves out, you're going to see Voland, Hammaker, Levi Kitchen, and a bunch of these guys all decide they can win. So if you think it's just going to go right to Hunter when it's over, think again. Anyway, guys, we're heading into the 3rd period. It'll be 4 rounds. Next week we're off, and then we go to Unadilla, I believe Budds Creek, Ironman, and then Paula. So, man, if you can get a TV package or find a way to watch this, I strongly recommend it. This is probably the best season I've ever seen on track. Yes, I'm disgusted with the coverage, but Flow is working. It's not working very good, but it's working for me. So, anyway, guys, thanks. Have a good day, and I will chat with you later. But hey, thanks again, Cooksy Mob. You guys kick ass.